Let's take our viewers live now to the Energy Minister, Chris Bowen, after his talks with state counterparts.
That's exactly what we're working to do. Now, today's meeting was important. Today I'm delighted that the state and territory energy ministers agreed unanimously with the Commonwealth in principle to develop the capacity mechanism. Now, what's the capacity mechanism? It's a keeping the lights on mechanism. You've heard us talk about it many, many times. It's been in the too hard basket for a long time. Today, we put it on the to-do list. The capacity mechanism, which we will implement in partnership with the states and territories, will see the Commonwealth call auctions for bids for dispatchable renewable energy, which the Commonwealth will underwrite going forward. This is a sensible, carefully designed mechanism which will unleash investment in clean, dispatchable energy right across Australia, firming our grids, providing that extra capacity as more and more old power stations leave the grids, as more and more coal-fired power stations inevitably close. We will be firming our grid going forward. We know that over the last decade, 4 gigawatts of energy supply left the system and only 1 gigawatt came in. That's part of the reason why we're facing the challenges we are today. So there'll be some more detailed discussion about design elements, but this is a big step forward. Energy ministers have been unable to agree about the way forward on this in the past. It ends. I'm delighted with the conversation we had around the table. I'm delighted with the support from state and territory colleagues, as always, here today, as we have had for the last 6 months. This is one team. Doesn't matter what jurisdiction, doesn't matter what political party, one team working together to get the job done on behalf of the Australian people. Secondly, we also agreed today to further work on the development of supply chain plans. I want to thank Minister Mick de Brenni from Queensland for leading that work. We know that access to critical materials from around the world to build the grid, to build the batteries, to build the renewables is a challenge. So we need to build more sovereign capability. We need to have plans to deal with supply chain issues. This has been a priority for us. It's a priority for the states, and I'm glad that that work is now proceeding at pace. Now, of course, today is not the be-all and end-all. Today is also the lead-up to tomorrow, where the first ministers will meet, the National Cabinet, the Prime Minister and his colleagues. It's no secret that we're also engaging with the states, frankly, particularly with those states with black coal production, New South Wales and Queensland, about the right model going forward to ensure that the impact of Vladimir Putin's war does not flow through without a response from Australia's governments on energy prices. The fact of the matter is that we have certain powers at the federal level, the states have certain powers, and we've been working together to work out the best way of those powers coming together. It is not the fault of Australians that power prices are so high. The cost of production hasn't gone up. What's happening is that every country around the world, every government around the world is dealing with these challenges, and we are dealing with them too. And I look forward to further discussions and announcements tomorrow. It's fair to say, though, that the governments are working very, very closely together.